doesn't mean it's better. The OnePlus 9 has that triple camera setup, which I'll get into in a second, but pretty much when you're feeling both these phones in the hand, they're going to feel roughly around the same size. One isn't going to be like the way better feeling one than the other one, but I do like the OnePlus 8T. I do think that feels a little bit better, but the OnePlus 9 is still a very good feeling phone, and I think that pretty much covers up the outside. Now, hating on the cameras, as I mentioned just like 2 seconds ago, the OnePlus 8T has a quadruple camera setup, 48 megapixel wide, 16 megapixel ultra wide, 5 megapixel macro, then a 2 megapixel depth lens, where the OnePlus 9 has that 48 megapixel wide, 50 megapixel ultra wide, then a 2 megapixel depth lens. Now, when it comes down to the raw functionality between both, they are almost exactly the same. I really don't think one is way better than the other one, but the OnePlus 9 does have some better, I guess, improvements. They teamed up with Hasselblad, which I guess is a company that makes cameras or something, and apparently they spent a lot of money on it, but to be honest, I feel like the OnePlus 9 and the 9 Pro, still, those cameras don't tap out as compared to like something like a Galaxy S21. The S21's camera is like so crazy to me how they can't even match that one. Even with the S20, I feel like the S20's camera was better than the OnePlus 9 or 9 Pro. But between these two, definitely the OnePlus 9 is the better camera here. You're getting not only, I guess, more functional lenses, because you do get, I guess, clearer ultra-wide and wide-angle lenses with higher megapixel counts. But the main thing is that you can actually go from 4K at 60, which you're tapped out at on the OnePlus 8T, all the way up to 8K video on the OnePlus 9. I think that is a really big improvement. iPhones can't even do that yet. No Pixels can do that. We pretty much only have that on the Galaxy phones and I think Xiaomi phones as well. But this one is a very good improvement that we have there. Is it worth upgrading from a OnePlus 8T to a OnePlus 9 just because of that? Probably not. But that is a very good improvement that we have here. So I think that in and of itself is one thing that I would definitely go from one device to the other because of the 8K capability. However, on the fronts, this is kind of a sad thing. We only have 16 megapixel sensors on both that can only do 1080p at 30. And I think that's another area where OnePlus really needs to focus on. Pretty much every single OnePlus device, we have not gotten an increase on the fronts from 1080p. It's always been 1080p at 30, which is very annoying. I was hoping it would go up. Unfortunately, that is not the case. We are still tapped out at that. There's nothing we can do about it. We just have to wait until they create one with 4K. But it is what it is. When you look at the iPhone, even like 10s, we could do 1080p at 60. This one's still only 1080p at 30. So take it as you will, but that pretty much covers up the camera setup. The OnePlus 9 is definitely better. Now